Okay, we're at Heirloom Crochet. Heirloom Crochet in Springs, Pennsylvania at the Springs Folk Festival. And we have a lovely lady here spinning. Now, is this a reproduction loom or a spinner?
It's a fairly new one. They're still making them. This is an Ashford. They're made in New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And there's dealers all across the United States where you can buy them.
Okay, so you have, what is, that's wool?
This is wool. It's been already dyed and made into roving.
And you just kind of tug on it to...
You just stretch it out to the thickness you want, and the spinning wheel does the rest.
Wow. So you control how wide how thick the yarn is as you pull.
Right.
Wow. That's really cool. Now, how long have you had this machine?
Oh, mercy. Since in the 1990s.
It looks great.
Try to take care of it.
Yep.
Gets a few bumps and dings though traveling.
Alright, so it doesn't take too long to make a whole spool?
It depends on whether you're demonstrating at a show or just doing it.
Right, you're faster when you're just doing it, I imagine.
I started this one yesterday and I should have had it done by now.
Yeah.
But it's getting there.
That's really cool. Okay, I'm going to take a peek through your wares here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take a video of this. I just
Okay.
threaded my needle.
So when you quilt, you have an outline here of your pattern you're going to follow.
Yeah.
Yep. And here's where it's outlined, and here's where it's actually had some quilting done. Okay. And then you also go around the actual stitch lines of your piecing. Very nice. I'm assuming you've been doing this a long time.
Probably 25 years.
25 years. Pretty colors. The aquas and the pinks and the browns. Very nice. So Springs Quilters, is that a club that gets together?
Yeah. Church.
Church group, okay.
From different churches.
Nice. Different churches, ladies getting together to quilt. Now, what do you usually sell these? Do you have some you donate? Do you just divide them up among yourselves? What do you do?
We have a relief auction in July. This is the auction.
Auction in July. Okay, wonderful.
And then it all goes for the Mennonite Central Committee's relief program.
Relief program for the Mennonites.
Yeah.
Yes, wonderful. All right. Thank you, ladies, very much. This is very interesting. Let me get a close-up of your little stitching here. Very painstaking. Thank you, ladies.
Oops, I'm sorry.
This is on the ground.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Thank you.
So how long you been doing this?
Oh, my dad taught me when I was a little boy.
Is there a certain kind of wood you use?
Try to use maple wood. Use any wood that doesn't have a big hollow or pithy spot. You can't have a lot of knots.
Yep. That's really cool.
That's clever.
Thanks.
That's clever. I've never.
And how do you color them? Just food coloring or
Throw it in a bucket of fabric dye.
fabric dye? Okay.
Something.
It's a branch off a maple tree.
How do you feel about being on YouTube?
I know. But I couldn't.
Tell you what, we'll get you a sign. Weissner?
Yeah, Westerner.
Western. Okay. Wooden flowers. Now you travel around doing this, or are you just local and you sell them
Go
local?
to fairs, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New Jersey,
Okay.
New York.
Well, thank you very much. Very interesting.
I've been up. I always get him ready. Get going. Good thing today's the last day. Get the water tanks out of water down there.
What rain was it?
Just think, oh, yeah. Oh, it was real.
I talked to one of the woodcarvers. I think he's can't wait for it down the wood. He said it's
I know, yes, he did. That wind was gone. Had to put the canopy back up.
Now, is that wax or
It's beeswax.
It's beeswax?
So what I'm using is I'm using it to cover over what I want to stay orange.
Right.
And when I put this into the dye, then the rest of the egg will dye except for what's underneath the beeswax.
Oh, you need to bring your truck up.
Much like Easter eggs.
Right. I always tell the kids it's like when they put their name in white crayon.
Right.
And they dye the egg and then their name stays white. It's the same thing, but I'm using a beeswax instead of just a white crayon.
Yeah, my Easter eggs never look quite like that.
Funny thing is ours don't either.
That's funny. All right, let me get your name on here. The emptiness.
It's a mess where we're at. You want some of my food in?
Okay, thank you very much. This craft is called paper quilling. And it's amazing and beautiful. I'm at a little shop here at the fair by Rita Marks called Paper Quilling. Tiny little strips of paper, beautifully rolled and tacked into gorgeous little vignettes here. And here's Rita. And she's going to show us how it's done.
First is my tool, is a darning needle with the top cut off, placed in a doll stick, so you have something to roll it with. In the old days, they rolled it around a feather quill. So you slide the paper in.
So it's a darning needle with the top cut off, so it makes a little hook so you can put it in.
So it's like a fork, like
Yep.
a small fork.
Yep.
You push with your forefinger, your thumb comes across and makes a pocket, and then you roll with the other hand. And I'm applying pressure between the thumb and forefinger. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So when it's finished, I can let go of it, and it keeps its shape.
Now, what kind of paper is it?
It's quilling paper.
Okay.
And then I use Elmer's glue, on a toothpick, very little glue, and I turn it around, and then I pinch this piece, but it's going to be part of the bell that I'm making right now.
Oh, yeah.
And so I can pinch to whatever shape I want it to be.
So you've got a little pattern over here,
Yeah, I don't work without a pattern.
and it's actually got little quills drawn right on there,
Right.
and it looks like you flatten them out
Yes, you're pinching
and
them.
pin them on. Oh, okay.
And the pins are just there till the glue dries.
Okay. That is really cool. Now, what about coloring them? How is it colored paper you use,
Yeah,
or do you
it's
color?
colored paper. I buy
Okay.
colored paper.
All right. Thank you, Rita.
Yes, indeed. You have
That's
a good
lovely. Okay. Thank you. Gourd's gone wild. First of all, do you grow your own gourds?
Buy them at a farm,
You buy your gourds at a farm.
already dried. They take 4 to 6 months to dry. About 30% rot, even for the farmers. They have to be cross-pollinated with the bees, the bugs. After they're dried, then you can scrub them off and clean them out and do whatever you want with them.
Okay, tell me a little about.
This is what it looks like when we get it from the farm.
Okay, kind of grubby.
Grubby, has to be cleaned.
Yep.
Yes.
Are they a certain kind?
There's many different types, but these are hard shell.
At no time are they edible. They've only been ornamental.
Only ornamental, never edible.
Never
No, even the seeds are
They found
toxic.
gourds in the pyramids of Egypt.
Yes.
Over 3,000
Yes.
years old.
So they last a while.
Oh, yeah.
The pyramids
Oh,
of
no.
Egypt, yeah, I would say so. Okay.
They'll last. Yeah. As long as you don't, slam them down on the ground or something, they won't rot. That's why I buy them already dried, so I don't have to worry about that rottage issue. The farmer does that.
Yeah, there you go.
So if they get wet outside,
Well,
You have to
it's like a piece of wood. You treat
Yeah.
it like a piece
Right.
of wood.
Can you seal them and then use them outside?
Yeah, I've heard, I haven't tried.
Okay.
But that quick lock.
Okay, yeah.
That people have told me that they have lined it in quick lock and then actually put plants in them.
Oh, wow.
Which
I would never do that. I think they're too nice for
birdhouses, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put on a patio, they can
Yeah.
last forever, but
Yeah. Let
yeah.
it use, then bring it in the winter.
Right.
these are much fancier than other ones I've seen. These are very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now who's the artiste?
Me.
Wonderful.
Thank you. I play with gourds. This is what I do.
You do it well.
Thank
Could you take the tops off of them so I could see how that? Yep. That's really cute.
This is good for fresh garlic. Keeps your garlic. They're not waterproof, but they help to be water resistant.
Yep. Very nice. And I'd love to hear you tell me about this one.
So that style is called steampunk, where you use gears and gadgets. So what I have is a bread basket.
I have daughters into steampunk. They love that.
Yeah. So I burn this little design in here,
That is
and
really
then I
cool.
just I go into the hardware stores and I look for all type of little things like that just to put on there.
And what are you selling that one for?
I think I have it for $50.
That's very pretty.
Thank you.
Pretty interesting and innovative, I would say. Very nice. Oh, and what is that? Well, it looks like a Parcheesi board over here.
So it's a nightlight.
A nightlight, okay.
It's a Celtic design.
Yep.
And it turns on and off, and it shines out. Those are Turkish beads.
That is really cool. So underneath there's a, is it,
Over here in the back.
no, okay, that's where the light goes. That's what I was looking for, where the light goes. Okay.
It's not worth your
And this is the
time.
natural color of the board. This is just all the natural color. And I use a leather dye to get that.
You're going to have to pick up the butterflies for me and demonstrate that, because you can't see the black as a cut through there. Yeah, could you put your hand behind the back so we can see that the cut through is a cut through? There you go. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
Thank you. That's a new design.
Gorgeous. Now you could probably put another vase inside it with flowers.
Fresh flowers.
Yeah.
Daisy.
That'd be beautiful. And I love the stitching. You got stitching on it down here.
It's a type of burning technique. This is like over here, kind of looks 3D. It's
Yeah.
a leathering technique.
Yep.
Very beautiful.
This is amazing.
And here's another steampunk.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Really cool. Now, do you travel and show these in all different fairs? Or are you pretty much local?
Because I have family here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
Uh-huh.
But I have family here, so that's why I come up and do this show.
Right. All right. And you got little ones here.
All ornaments, not made in China.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, thank you, Linda.
Sir. Well, I'd like to know if you ever do horseshoes, Pilgrim. No, sir. 'Cause I ride my horse, and, every now and then you get down the rocks. Yeah.
I need money.
Kind of goes lame on me.
Kind of goes lame? I want to buy something.
I don't know if he'd like the shoes I'd make him. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. lions, tigers, bears. Oh my. Lions.